Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with part 1 of my winter perfumes video. These are all perfumes that I really reserve for the coldest months of the year. Most of these are quite heavy and yeah, really can't be worn in any other season. So I've got 10 right now I'm gonna share, and then I've got 10 more for part 2. But yeah, I'm gonna jump right in. So I'm gonna start with an old favorite of mine. I got obsessed with this perfume. I want to say it was like the winter of 2016 where I wore just this and Just by the Fireplace for like months, 2 months. I wore them all winter. I had a bazillion other perfumes, obviously, that I could wear, but I was stuck on these. This is Nirvana Bourbon from Elizabeth and James, and I still love this perfume. It's super, super simple, nothing groundbreaking. It's a little bit sweet. I think it's basically got, it's like vanilla and woods. All of these perfumes only have 3 notes in them. And this is like vanilla, sandalwood maybe, and something else. I think a flower, maybe even tuberose. I can't totally remember, but yeah. I do love this. It's warm and cozy and comforting, and I only ever wear this in the winter time. I don't think I've ever worn it any other time of year. I went through, I think, 2 travel sprays that winter, and then I finally went ahead and just picked up a full bottle. It's been a few years ago. And yeah, I love this. I think it's an amazing winter scent. It's super cozy and comforting and woody and just like perfect for winter. So anyways, that is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. Okay, next we have an Araf fragrance. This is Araf Club de Nuit Intense for women. This is, I only ever wear this in the dead of winter. I did wear this past fall, which was very weird of me. Normally I don't wear this, and we had a very warm fall, so it was very out of character for me to pull this as early as I did this year, but for me, this is a true winter scent. This is a pretty exact 1-for-1 clone of Tom Ford Noir de Noir. I have a mini of Noir de Noir. I have tested them side by side, and it's 99.5% exactly the same. It's such a good clone. I can't tell the difference between the two. When I had them both on my hands, I really couldn't tell the difference. I love this. This is a sweet, really sweet, syrupy, dark rose. It's got like rose and saffron, and it smells like it's got, I don't know, some kind of, like maybe some spices. It's really beautiful. It's like a kind of a spiced, slightly woody, jammy rose. It's gorgeous. It's so heavy though. It's such a heavy, dense fragrance. I can only tolerate this in the winter time usually. Like I said though, I did pull this out in a little bit warmer weather in the fall, and I did fine with it. I loved it. In fact, I remember really, really enjoying it. But yeah, now that it's winter, I will definitely start wearing this more. The value of this fragrance is just incredible. It's such an amazing, high quality perfume for the price. It's crazy. So anyways, that is Araf Club de Nuit Intense for women. Okay, next we have a Mugler fragrance. This is Mugler Angel Muse, and I absolutely adore this fragrance. This is another one that I usually only wear this in the really cold winter, and I pulled this a little bit early this year. I think because I was just craving it. Same with the Araf. I was just craving them, and I was sick of waiting for really cold weather, and so I just went ahead and pulled them when it was still relatively warm out. But I love this scent. This is Angel if you took out like a lot of the patchouli and added a little bit of hazelnut to it. It's really sweet and creamy and dense and yummy. It's a heavy scent. I love it. It's one of my favorite Muglers. I think this is my favorite version of Angel that I've smelled. There's a bazillion versions of Angel. So anyways, yeah, I enjoyed this so much when I wore it. I got a compliment on this when I wore it. Somebody told me I smelled so good. And I did, because this is an amazing scent. And yeah, this is gonna live out this year because I wanna give this a lot of love this season. It needs it. I've had this for years and years, and I have barely a tiny dent in it because I just don't wear it often. This one packs a punch though. Like, you don't need very much. You only need a couple sprays and that's it. So that's another reason why I don't have a huge dent, but yeah, it needs some love. So anyways, that is Mugler Angel Muse. Okay, this next one, my beautiful friend Christine sent this to me. I think it was still the summer or maybe early fall when she sent this. I knew I was gonna wait until winter to pull this out because this is definitely a winter scent. This is a fragrance from Comme des Garçons, and this is called Incense Aenon. Oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful, like, church incense type fragrance. It's woody and smoky and incensey, and and sweet. And it smells exactly like incense that you would smell at a Catholic mass or something. It's gorgeous. I love it. I love a good incense fragrance. This and my Matthew Meleg, I think it's the Temple of Horus or Eye of Horus fragrance that he makes. It's an incense fragrance, is phenomenal. I mean, I will never need another incense fragrance in my life because I've got these two. But yeah, I can't wait to pull this one out and wear it now that it is wintertime. This is fantastic. So anyways, this is Comme des Garçons Incense Aenon. Okay, this next one, this is a tuberose fragrance, and I have to wait until it's cold to wear this one or it can be too much for me. This is a fragrance from Alexander McQueen, and this is just called McQueen Parfum. And this is a very dense, syrupy, sweet tuberose fragrance. Yeah, it's got a little bit of like a spice to it. And it is fantastic. It will choke you in warm weather though. I cannot wear this in warm weather at all. It has to be the dead of winter. But in the dead of winter, I absolutely adore this. It is the most beautiful syrupy tuberose fragrance, and I love it. I'm so glad I have this bottle because I think this is really difficult to find now. I think McQueen perfumes in general, like Alexander McQueen perfumes in general, are getting difficult to find. But yeah, anyway, so that is Alexander McQueen Parfum. Okay, this next one, I have not worn this perfume for ages, and now that it is cold out, I am definitely going to. This is Givenchy Organza, and this is an oldie but a goodie. This is the most beautiful, syrupy, but also kind of fresh, vintage 80s/90s floral. I love this. This fragrance reminds me of this is gonna sound terrible, and I hope nobody gets offended by this, but this fragrance reminds me of all of the like super skinny heroin chic models from the 90s, Kate Moss, you know what I'm talking about, all of the really skinny, Vanessa Paradis, all of those really skinny models from the 90s. This fragrance reminds me of that for some reason. I love this though. You would have to like a vintagey smelling floral though to enjoy this, but I love it. It's more of a 90s vintage smelling than 80s, but I definitely get like an 80s kind of vibe from it. I love it. I cannot wait to wear this. I haven't worn it in so long, and I'm super stoked to give this some love. So anyways, that is Givenchy Organza. Okay, next we have a Chloe fragrance, and this one I definitely try to wear more in the winter than any other time of year because this is a heavy fragrance. This is Chloe Nomad Absolute de Parfum. Even Nomad, just the regular Nomad, even that's a pretty heavy perfume, and I usually wear that one in the fall. I will wear it in the warm weather, plain Nomad. I'll wear it in the warm weather. I think I wore it this past summer, and I really enjoyed it, but it's definitely more of like a fall fragrance. This one smells just like Nomad, but this is really, it's very syrupy smelling, almost a little bit buttery. This is like liquid suede in a bottle, if that makes any sense. It is just a very kind of sweet, perfumey, buttery fragrance. It's got oak moss and Mirabelle plum and I want to say maybe some Nirvana. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it, but this is definitely a winter fragrance. This is a heavy, heavy perfume, but it's a perfect floral or a perfect chypre slash floral for the winter time. It's stunning. So anyways, that is Chloe Nomad Absolu de Parfum. Okay, this next one, this is an amber that I can only wear in the dead of winter because this is such a heavy amber. I love it though. This has become really difficult to find and I am so grateful that I picked this up for like $12 when I was able to. This is a fragrance from Halston and this is Halston Woman Amber. And this is beautiful. This is sweet. This is like a sweet plummy amber. I definitely get, I can't remember if this has got plum in it or not. I think it does. If it doesn't, it definitely smells like it has plum in it. It's like a deep, dark, syrupy, plummy amber. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it. So yeah, but it's heavy. It's a heavy, syrupy, dark amber and it performs super, super well. I cannot believe I got this for like $12 when I did. It's been years and years ago. I have had people tell me though that they can't find this fragrance anymore. And I want to say last time I talked about this, I went to try to find a link for it and I was not able to find a link for it. So which makes it so sad. But if you ever do run across this, I cannot recommend it enough. It's such a beautiful plummy amber. It's gorgeous. So anyways, that is Halston Woman Amber. Yes, Halston Woman Amber. Okay, this next one, this is a Lush fragrance and I love this. I will crave this in the fall, but this is best worn in the really cold winter. This is Lush Rentless and, oh gosh. This is patchouli and grapefruit and tonka. It's got a lot of grapefruit in it, so you get this really gorgeous, bright citrus that blended with the patchouli and the tonka it's just so stunning. It's such a stunning fragrance. It's bright and citrusy, but it's really heavy too. The tonka smooths the patchouli out and the grapefruit takes away all of the earthiness of the patchouli. So it's like hard to explain, but it really transforms the patchouli into something completely different. And I love it. I adore it. It's one of my favorite patchouli perfumes on the planet. I just think it is, to me, this is like a masterpiece patchouli. And it doesn't even have that many notes in it, but it is so good. I just love it. It's so warm and comforting and heavy and sweet, but smooth, but also very bright. It's fantastic. This is a hard one to come by these days. Sadly, I think they discontinued this, but I love it. If you ever do come across it, I can't recommend it enough. It's so good. So anyways, that is Lush Rentless. And then last but not least is, I love this. I got this perfume last winter and it's perfection for cold weather. This is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle Le Parfum. This smells exactly like La Belle. So you're not getting like a fully different perfume or anything. It smells exactly like La Belle. But if you just added a ton more like creamy vanilla to the base of La Belle and made it just heavier all around, that's what Le Parfum is like. It is like a heavy custardy pear, vetiver, and vanilla fragrance. It is so good. It is so decadent smelling on, and it's so good in cold weather. It absolutely like blooms in cold weather. It projects like crazy. It smells so yummy, but without smelling like an edible gourmand. It's just beautiful. It's so creamy and sweet and warm and cozy, and it's perfection in the winter, and I absolutely love it. The regular Labelle can be worn any time of year. Really, this could be worn any time of year as well, but this is heavy. This is a heavy version. So I really just like it in the winter time. But yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. Ooh, I couldn't be without this one. So anyways, that is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle Le Parfum. And that is gonna be it, guys. Those are 10 winter fragrances that I'm super excited to wear. I would love to hear what you all are gonna be wearing this winter. And I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.